Are we back online yet? We are back online. You may thank Xfinity for the outage. Please let them know that they are dumbos. Well, that kind of sucks. Okay. Well, in the meantime, I got a couple little things done on the file reading. So what we should be able to do is instead of malloching the map here, where is it? GameMap.numpy. AI paths and GameMap.numpy, right? GameMap.numpy. Okay. And then where's the AI paths? Yeah, this one here, right? Towards. Then we do. Unsigned char star AI paths. Press. And we already have the offset, so this is literally all we have to do. And then we just have to do free env map, free AI paths, right? No, there's a little bit more than that, right? Because it's this map structure here, which is grid, so it's actually, hold on, we messed something up here. So it's env map does need to get mallocked. Env map grid needs to get allocated this way. Free. So you have to free env AI paths, free env map grid, free map, free env. Okay. So here is our memory management accounted for. This now runs. And we have init MOBA. SciMOBA PyX here. What do we want to do with this? We want to add these args in, right? There's still some data that you're not accounting for yet. Okay, so first of all, we're going to call this with the right args, right? We don't want to copy. Do we want to copy the grid? Wait. We want to test this from native C, actually, is what we want to do. So what we should do is moba h. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this down here. We're going to do void main. The void main, or you usually do int for return code? I don't know. Moba.py. Pi. Okay. Position range. Let's just grab all these constants, right? Yeah, let's just do num agents, num neutrals. Okay. Num agents equals 10. Num neutrals. We don't really need all of these. Okay. So now we've allocated this MOBA. We can get rid of all this garbage. The goal here is to get this running in pure C as a test. Now, we don't have the render reported yet, so we'll still have to do that. But this is well on its way. And then what we can do is we can do reset. Okay, so this is what we wanted, right? Return type int. Right, that's what I thought. Int main. Okay, so now this actually runs. Was curious, I just started the YouTube video. Yeah, you can thank Xfinity for that. Yeah, probably like 80-gram protein shake. I do like 1 to 2 cups of chocolate milk, 2 or 3 cups of whole milk, and not a normal scoop. I use like a half cup measuring scoop of whey isolate, unflavored whey isolate. Why can't I? Motivating me to get back to the gym. I like the lifting. The running drives me nuts. I do the running anyways. I've done 2 marathons and the 50K this year. Those were the only 3. The running is relatively new. I didn't start running seriously until about a year ago. And then the lifting has been about 4 years now. I'm at my all-time best upper body lifts, but my lower body lifts are quite bad because of all the running, though I'm starting to get back into those now. Yeah, the running is a pain. The running is a real pain. I do it anyways, but at the very least, I'm no longer letting my running just prevent me from doing anything else. No, I don't listen to music while I run. I get way too bored with just music. I listen to audiobooks. I go nuts just listening to music. What audiobooks? Random fantasy stuff, man. For the most part, sometimes sci-fi. Let's see, I went through the whole Lord of the Rings series this year, pretty much the whole Culture series in Banks, and then the whole Aragon series, last book of that at the moment. I don't know. The next goal, so I've separately, right, I've run my marathon, I've run my 50K, I've pulled 4 plates. The goal next is going to be able to be in shape to, pull 4 plates and run a marathon, not have to be specialized. We'll see if I go heavier than that. But I'd at least like to get my 4 plate pull back. Yeah, 4 plate deadlift. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad either. I'm 5'9", 180 right now. The deadlift I hit actually pretty early on into training. I hit the deadlift like nearly 2 years ago now, I think. Um, yeah, but then I had to stop because of all the running. So I haven't done that properly in quite a while. Why can't I run this? Sanitize. Why doesn't this have execute permissions on it? Huh? Love your videos. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm assuming you saw the latest one today. That one is that one took quite some work. So for the next little bit, I'm gonna be sitting here writing some C and chilling out. 305 by 5, 5 by 195, and 5x 105. I mean, assume that's overhead. Strength training. Someone got a Secret Santa. The Ripple Toe book, yeah. I train. So I train pure strength. So most of my work is at lower reps, higher weight. Um, I don't train for the muscle growth. I figure that I train for the strength and it'll look good enough if I'm strong, right? 5 sets, yeah, 5 by 5. So I did that for like a year and a half until it stopped working. And now I have to do a heavy day and a light day. So I'll do like 3 sets of 3 heavy, and then maybe on a light day I'll do like 3 sets of 6 to 8 or whatever. Um, Current numbers at the moment, I've just been doing the upper body lifts, right? So I've got a 260 bench and a 160 overhead at 180 pounds body weight. The goal is to hit 275 bench and body weight overhead. We'll see how long that takes. I got set back a little bit by the 50k. That just took the wind out of my sails a little bit. Why the heck doesn't this work? 5 reps, 3, 2, 1, then 5. Going up in a weight each set. 5, 3, 2, 1. I don't know that program. Yeah, I don't know that. Okay. Is that the starting strength one? I know that's Rippletoe's book. That's probably a safer way of lifting heavy. If I did that, then I wouldn't be anywhere near my 1 rep max by the time I hit the 1 rep set, is the thing. So what I do is I will work up to a heavy 1 rep at the start, and then I will back down to my lighter stuff. Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to hit it. And like the strength development, it really comes from being able to hit the like 95+% of your 1 rep max consistently. And it's been the most helpful for me lately. Alright, why the heck isn't this working? Can I just like... Is there like a name conflict? Permission denied. Vim. Well, I can technically just like... I should have sudo. Watch this break everything. Yeah, I don't know why. Something is getting built weird here. Oh, I'm dumb is why. I can't... I'm really stupid is why. Incredibly, incredibly stupid. No, I'm just incredibly, incredibly stupid. There we go. Trying to compile, trying to run a .h file. Whoa. Undefined reference to map offset. Was it not linking or something? It doesn't like my inline function? Evening working on the MOBA environment? Haha. Do you notice anything different about the MOBA environment here? The code? You notice any, yeah, it's C. It's 1,500 lines of C. We're gonna be able to play this in the browser soon. I'm gonna be able to put a build of it up for you guys to play with. Isn't that cool? And you guys are gonna be able to help me balance it and stuff. Is it any faster than Cython, or are you doing it just for portability? Nope. Cython's native C speed. It's just for portability. It's really not any harder either. Like, the code is not any harder than the Python whatsoever. For people who want to contribute to Puffer, Python is still 100% A-OK. The C is just an option that's like, hey, if you want to be able to have this thing playable online, we can make that happen. I figure that 10 times more people are going to see and play with the environments if they're online, right? So that's why I did it. Mm-hmm. I don't understand linkers, man. I'd try static inline. It shouldn't be needed. I can do that, but include. Alright, we'll try the static, though that really shouldn't be needed whatsoever. It's weird. Oh, by the way, did you see the new video? I know you've been looking for the MOBA, but that new video is finally out. It took absolutely forever to do, but oh my gosh, these freaking ads, I swear. Just watched it? Cool. How's it doing? 134. We're up to 151. Cool. It's done, I think it's done like relatively okay on Twitter. Yeah, 96. Relatively okay. Hey, I'm in the first year of college. What books do you recommend to start understanding AI and ML? Ooh, that depends on your level of general programming experience. I think that generally the most important skill set anywhere to have is going to be, yeah, a little bit of math, but for the most part, being able to just write competent code. Um, I honestly think this is a grad course, but it's a very accessible grad course. CS 231N is the best source for like your intro to deep learning. It's a Stanford course. It's available online. Get the lectures by Justin or Andre Carpathy. Either of those will be good. Don't get the other lecturers; they're not as good. Um, that's what I would recommend really more than any of the books is to like do that course and then actually do the assignments. Like I generally think a lot of assignments are poorly written and a waste of time, but those ones are like really good. As in if you actually do them and you spend the time, you will understand the fundamentals of deep learning. And from there you can start branching out. Like once you have the fundamentals of deep learning, you can kind of go anywhere. Like it would literally take me probably 2 months to be up to speed and productive in any sub area of AI of my choice, minus maybe a couple theoretical areas because I'm more engineering side than super math heavy side. I have to static inline these. Thank you, I'll take a look. Yeah, that's what I'd recommend. Should deep learning really be the first goal? Assuming normal interest starts off with regression, classification. Well, yeah, but the thing is, like, you're going to get that from your university if you have any sort of AI related anything. Like, you're going to have implemented regression a million times. Like, it's way harder to actually get the deep learning section right, and there, frankly, are not very many good courses that do it well. Like, I generally think that, like, the vast majority of courses I've ever taken have been a complete waste of time. So, like, if I'm recommending a course, it's because it's actually very good. Okay, that actually worked. I don't know why these have to be static, but apparently they do. And this is what we were going for, because now I can actually compile this with the address sanitizer. Percent probability we're in base reality. Look, the way I look at this, if you just, I'm going to give you an answer that's a non-answer, but it's also the correct answer. If you just look around at the way that people look at things in Silicon Valley, like, you find a lot of smart people spending a lot of time thinking about very, very stupid problems. And if you look at it from the outside, it's like, what the hell are you doing? This is one of them. It's a nerd snipe. Like, the only way to win that problem is to not think about it. Yeah, fair. And like, I'll speculate about AI thing, like AGI things as well, right? It's not meant to be taken super seriously. The mistake I think comes in when like you get smart people talking about these problems, like not over a beer or like, having a laugh with some buddies. The thing that happens is like you get these people like, on podcasts with like a good camera setting in like a nice armchair, with a microphone, like with an interviewer, and like talking about these things as if they're not just wild speculations. That's when you get into real trouble. And then you get quotes like, MIT researcher says AI is going to kill us all. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right? That's what you want to avoid. Inline by itself does not affect the linkage of the function. And include the header file. I only include it in one C file, so I don't know what's happening. Yeah, if you ever see me just spouting nonsense in a formal setting like that, please just shoot me. Because these people should know better. Right? Like, it's one thing for me to shoot the shit about, like, and I can talk about, like, yeah, I think that we're gonna be able to build AI and it's probably gonna solve all the problems, because, like, why wouldn't it? Right? It's one thing for me to be able to do that on this stream hanging out. It's another thing to have, like, people, all dressed up doing this formally at, like, non-technical events for people who don't know any better than to, like, trust the MIT guy, right? Nick Bostrom. I didn't even have anybody in particular in mind. I just know that this thing happens a lot because every time I see a dumb news article saying something completely crazy, it's usually from one of these dumb interviews. It's like, stop it. Get some help. Right here. You see? Right here. Env RNG. I see, and then we have env RNG. B. So much easier. Ooh, so much easier. So right here, I forgot to do this because I'm dumb. So let's do this. And 1263. And we can just fix all of our memory issues. Is it using? I don't know what that is. This is going to be some algorithm. Yeah, okay. I don't know what this is. It's using whatever the heck RNG is the default C. I don't care about the RNG quality. The only thing I'm doing here is caching the RNG so I don't have to sample it repeatedly. That's all I'm doing. That is all I am doing. It's really that easy. What's happening here? What's happening here is that there's a whole bunch of other stuff I have to allocate, isn't there? Yeah, that's annoying. There's a whole bunch of stuff I have to allocate. I forgot about that. There's actually a lot of stuff I have to allocate, isn't there? Yeah, that'll happen. It's okay, though. So, we don't need this. Original grid. We do need this. We'll just do that. It'll copy. That's kind of gross, isn't it? Can I just like mem copy? Yeah, I'm gonna just put this. Make GPT do it? Nope. That's how you get garbage code. That's how you end up spending more time debugging than you would have spent writing the code while learning absolutely nothing in the process. I highly recommend Super Maven. It gives you like these one-line autocompletes like this. They're very, very fast, but you don't use AI to just write your code for you. Real bad idea. So let's see if this is actually what we want here. Oof. 11, 11, 4, and 10, I believe, right? Times 11 times 4 and times And let's see if I can get the ob size. This is obs size. Obs size times 4. And this is env num agents. Okay. I don't know where this player obs n is coming from. Literally isn't anywhere. Is it 26 or something? Yeah, 26 right here. And they're uints. 26. To do, don't hard code. Sizes. And actions is going to be malloc. Size of int. Times, hold on. 6 is the number of actions. And then entity star entities is going to be equal like this. Okay? So now we have all this stuff that we've just gone and malloced. Now we go here and we go down to, where is it? Right there. Free original grid. And then we free observations map, actions, entities. Holy. And we still have issues. Why do we still have issues? We should not still have issues. Because we allocated the wrong size of entities. Int num entities. Okay. Entities times size of entity. Okay, so this is saying that we have, for some reason, this is segfaulted. Right here? Really? Hit 0. Okay. Oh, well. Yeah, we didn't assign it because we're dumb, right? Good luck. Out for the evening. Gonna watch your video. Awesome time. Thank you. See you around. Ooh. Buffer overflows. So here you can see that we got through all the player allocations right here. And now 1413. It looks like spawn camp. Right here. This needs to be camp. Right there. And then Where's this? Move to tower. Spawn Y. Where did the towers get assigned? I didn't actually see the towers getting set up anywhere, did I? Well, no, here they are. This looks fine to me. We didn't assign PIDs. We did not assign PIDs. Well, I don't know where that got this idea. This needs to be event. Free. Deadly signal. Compute observations. Okay, so we get all the way to compute observations. And we have it right here, don't we? End reward death. But this is the rewards. So we didn't allocate rewards yet, I assume, right? Yeah, we didn't allocate rewards. We gotta do that next. Agents. And then we'll take this. It's free. Two, 6, 4. Obs map. I thought we allocated both of these. Wait, we have grid. It's grid and observation map, right? Well, grid is getting assigned right here. And then observations map is getting assigned right there. So 41. Wait, it tells you, doesn't it? It says 41 is right. Equals. Well, that's not helpful. PID Y X 0. Map grid of address. It'd be nice if I knew which of these it was. So we'll do int. Where is it? Map.grid. So it's unassigned char val obs map. And then we'll comment this so we can see what line it's on. And this tells us 265. Okay, so it's on the assignment to the value. So we have this is allocated wrong somehow. Really? This is allocated wrong somehow? Okay. Ob size times 4. Looks good to me. These are bytes, right? We get it at compute observations down here. Wait, 1488? That doesn't make any sense. Recompile this. $14.86. Okay, that's fine. Huh. Observations map. Malloc, num agents, ob size, and ob size is 2 times vision range plus 1, and vision range is 5, right? Okay. Let's just double check that. Oops. Ob size. $11, which is what we'd expect. So we have num agents. $10 agents. So these sizes are correct. I'm assuming then the cast is somehow wrong. Would have to be, right? I thought I tested that, but maybe I didn't. So this thing here, unsigned char, obs map, 11.11.4. Observations map. Let's just do hid. Okay, so this should give me some addresses, right? YX address, so Y is 0. Wait, obs map. So PID 0, Y 110, X is 0, and then address is 14080. That makes sense? Wait, Y is 110. Wait. PID? Okay, something is wrong here. Right? Or is it not? Yeah, no, something is definitely wrong here. I think I ported this wrong is what happened. This logic doesn't make sense as written. Because yeah, this needs to be like dy plus viz or something. So this is a legitimate logic bug. We'll go find that in a second. Let's double check. Double checking for comments as always. Anything here? Oh, it's still going a bit. It's at over 100. Decent. Let's go check. Let's go check the initial. I don't have to do this, right? Don't I have the initial code? I can just do cmoba pix. Don't I have it right here? I see what happened. I had to write this custom because I don't have slices in C. That's what happened. And down here, yeah. So do you see this right here? This X, X, and Y, Y? This is what you want. And I actually have it here as well. So what happened? This X and Y. Wait, obs map. I see. I see. So I just messed up. So all I have to do is I do this. We're gonna have to optimize this piece of code. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being slower than the Python is written. So this now goes to ob y. Yeah, so what happened basically is I was trying to save a little bit of compute by not doing that check. But the structure of the logic had to change a little bit because I didn't have slices in C. The mem slices are a killer feature for Python, by the way. If C had Python memory slices, you could just write everything in C, and you'd be very, very happy. It's so good for simulations. I'm still pretty happy, to be honest, doing this, but it would be even better. Okay, and where do we fail? Yeah, we fail in a completely different place. So we got past this, right? Yeah, we get all the way to respawn now. Map offset line X. Okay, let's print the address. Come on. -2. Well, that's not good. Okay, so we have Y. Huh? What? Oh. I presume that spawn X and spawn Y are weird. Yeah, so you have zeros in the spawn right there. And the reason for this is that this is no longer a local variable. I refactored that and I forgot to change it. Because this doesn't need to exist anymore. And now this is waypoints. Waypoints. I really should have let me go get the flag. Let's do that. I should try just like -W all or whatever. I think that that's really pedantic though, isn't it? Let's... Okay, so you can see here that there's lots of stuff happening. Printf, this. Oops. Damn it. What happened? I don't know how that happened. Okay. So 6. What's it mad about here? Player Y. Target. He gets the scanned target. And player Y X scan targets. Wait. What? Scanned targets. I think that this is gonna fail, right? So we get player Y, player X, target Y, target X, index here, target Y, target X, and nearest scanned target, and then it out of bounds, which is weird because this doesn't have to be allocated. This is static, right? Or am I dumb? Wait, it's a pointer. But shouldn't that allocate the pointer array? Fixed size. Yeah. It's fixed size. It gets allocated for me. So what's the problem? 256 by 121. I mean, I thought I was like going nuts, but that is how it works. So have target and then you get this deadly signal. Oops. On the target PID. Well, hold on. Maybe we have the wrong PID, right? PID is 0. So we did PID 204, scan. And now we go to PID 0, right? We don't want target PID, stupid thing. Doesn't know how to debug. Okay, so this is 0, 0. Oh. Do I need to allocate this memory block to be null? I don't know what the hell it thinks it's doing here, but this is not remotely correct. Nor do I know why this is 256, but whatever. Let's just do this. Okay, I get this same, roughly the same thing. Wait, no, it's different now. 321, move 2. 204. Move 2, which is move 2. Player Y. Well, the destinations are screwed. Agent speed. Velocity Y. Okay. More uninitialized garbage to fix. Yeah. I thought I warned for uninitialized stuff. How did this happen? I thought I set warnings for this. Move modifier. I think I was relying heavily on But if I see Alec, it's not guaranteed to be 0 either, right? Because it's a float. That's obnoxious. So I think you do have to just 0 everything right here. And we'll have to do a little bit of hygiene on this. I'm sure to like reset the struct. Something like that. Yeah. Let's go entity. So here are all these things, right? And we're going to go initially, we're going to have to go set all these things manually to 0. Well, most of them at least. So PID, entity type, hero type. That gets set below, doesn't it? Let me see, because there's stuff below here that also sets things, right? Health, damage, yeah. So this, all these things get set. Neutrals, heroes, creeps, neutrals, towers. These all get set. Last X and last Y get set. We're just going to delete things from here until we figure out what is, so basic attack uses. We're just going to figure out what we're not setting here. I think base health, base mana. These get set. Hero type and grid ID should get set, right? Hero type, grid ID, lane, all that stuff gets set. I think it's really just like move speed. Well, you don't set the timers anywhere either, do you? Is there like just an easy way to like set the whole struct to 0? I don't think this sets the bytes to 0. Yeah, there's no easy way to do this. Okay, so this is actually safe. I'm just being ridiculous. Literally, the solution is to just use Calic, Thealic, whatever. And then I don't even need to do all this garbage. Yeah, let's just refactor this to be Calic. I don't know why I wouldn't just do this in the first place. Malak. Just fewer things that can go wrong. And anyways, I want all this stuff to be contiguous in memory. Anyways, like why the heck wouldn't I? Okay, no more Malaks in the whole code. Just Calyx. And Cialic, whatever. And okay, now we get all the way to here. And now this is where we have actions. Oops. Where you can see right here that we have and what did we allocate this to be? Num agents times 6. It just refactored wrong. Whew. Look at that. It runs. Isn't that nice? We get to run a step and shit doesn't break. That's awesome. Let's see. Next, this step is going to be to run 1,000 steps. For some reason, my autocomplete doesn't work on C. 0, 4, plus plus. What do we think of that? And something printf. That's kind of fast, not gonna lie. That's 1,024 steps. Okay, you guys want to see something cool? I have not optimized this remotely now that I've gotten it into C. I'm sure that there's stuff that's super slow. How many ticks are we saying per hour? 3,600. 3,600 times 5 is the tick rate, so 18,000 is the ticks. Okay. Like 4 seconds, a little less. I think that was like 3 seconds. And keep in mind, I think the init takes a second as well. So less than 3 seconds to run an hour of Dota. It'll be much faster than that, I'm sure. I think that we said that we could get it to be like 55 hours or something per second. So it'll be way faster than this, but for an initial first pass, I think that's not bad. As the post doing. Oh, we had somebody ask about that. There we go. So I just realized this means that also that the minions didn't screw anything up in an hour worth of games. So that's pretty good to know, right? We'll put it like this so we have faster tests. It is currently 7:13. What do y'all think? I could technically I could start on the renderer. That seems like a good idea. We need the renderer in order to do anything, right? We probably need multiple render modes. The initial one is pretty simple and shouldn't be that hard. We can probably just grab it from the Snake game. And then after that, we'll have to do a little bit more porting. The good thing is that we're already using Raylib, and we're already using the C API for Raylib. So it shouldn't be that hard, but we'll see. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then what we'll do is I'll code on this for like another 20-30 minutes. I'll order dinner. I'll continue working on it until dinner gets here. So we'll maybe get like an hour, 45 minutes, an hour worth of coding in. We'll hopefully at least we'll try to at least get the minimal renderer working. That way we can at least see the game being played in pure C. And after that, you know, tomorrow we'll try to port the whole rest of the renderer, and we'll do other stuff on top of that. I mean, it's fair enough that this is going to take like a few days to port completely. It's a big project. But still, like, being able to port something of this size in a few days, I'm pretty happy with. So I'll be right back, and then we'll do that. All right. I've got a little bit of gas left in the tank. So we're going to actually make this thing render. If you haven't had the privilege of playing around with Raylib yet, I highly recommend it. It has bindings for literally every language, and it makes doing graphics not actually suck. You'll see that in just a second. So there are a few things we're going to have to do here, right? I'm realizing that the default render that I have is a little awkward because it uses a kind of a weird trick that doesn't translate very well. But I think we're going to start with We're gonna start off with something similar, something simple. MOBA.h, and let's go to here. MOBA.py. You see we have this entire gigantic render thing here. And this whole thing just needs to get ported. I really should start off with a simple render for this, shouldn't I? Yeah. Let's just real quick before I do this. Why don't I just grab the renderer from the Snake game and just make it work with Dota? Because it should be easy. Like, you see this? Half a screen of code. This is the renderer for the Snake game. We're just going to put it here. Cell size, width, height is fine. Width, height for MOBA. Target FPS is going to be set to 10. Sure, who cares? And I think you need just, was it called colors? So we have some colors. I kind of want to put these here, not at the top of the file. And where are the colors? Yeah, these are the colors that we want. And this is almost the same, right? Color, colors, equal. And then we'll do color. And then it should autofill. Does that look correct? Yes, yes it does. Okay, cool. I think all we need to do now is hash include raylib.h, right? I think it's in a string. I don't think it's installed system-wide, right? Yeah, not installed system-wide. And what about where this is being built? Do we have raylib here? I thought we did something for Snake to make it easier to build, didn't we? Yeah, we totally did. Hold on. Yeah, so we have this compile line here. This was the solution that we came up with. So we have this Clang line, and we need to... Stream is so educational. Great service community. Thank you. Is RL dev like your full-time job? Yep. Technically, so I just graduated like a few months ago, this past spring at MIT. I'm officially done. So as a result, I'm now building a company, Puffer AI. And the cool thing about it is that all the code is free and open source. So I get to kind of just build everything in the open. And we just technically officially launched today. I don't know if, did you see the video that was posted today? If you haven't, I highly recommend it. It's like a really, really compressed whirlwind tour of all the things in reinforcement learning and how I'm approaching them with Puffer. So heavily recommend that if you're new. The RL iceberg, yep. Just posted that today. That was quite a while in the making. Give it a watch. Thank you. Yeah, so pretty much the deal with this is I'm just building all this stuff in the open, and apparently some people like to watch dev, so cool. And occasionally some people even will come by and contribute cool stuff. So we have a few different people in the Discord that are building interesting high performance environments. You really don't need any reinforcement learning experience to build the environments either. And Puffer really automates a lot of the experiments. So, you know, we have people building like classic Atari games, but instead of running at the original speed of those environments, they're running at like 1,000,000 frames per second, or 1,000,000 steps per second at least, which lets us do a lot of really fast research. So lots of cool things are coming to RL. Very excited to see where it all goes. Dash shared, what is this? Dash shared, dash O. I think I want this line. I need to include in link raylib with all the raylib flags, right? And then I need to do this is going to be Puffer. Oh, this isn't going to work because this one has data files, right? Yeah, this has data files. Okay. So we will grab this code from here for now. We'll grab this from here, but we're going to need to modify a couple things. MOBA. Come on. Man, I forgot about that. So the issue is that because we have data files in here, it'll mess up all the paths. If I like try to put the executable, if I build the executable in the root directory, it'll mess up all the paths to the data files. Oops. Right. Which is really easy to fix, but for now I don't really feel like messing with it. So we're just gonna do like this, and we're gonna do what's the, where are we? Puffer tank puffer lib. Oops. We'll just do this is slash puffer tank slash puffer lib slash raylib, right? And we'll just do slash. So we'll just link globally for now. And what? Wait, what? But oh, sea snake. I'm dumb. So, yeah, this is MOBA star env. Oops. No member with instruct MOBA env with No, this is renderer width, right? It's a global renderer now. And then this env grid is actually env map grid, right? Map offset, and then env map header. We're not supposed to have to do any math ourselves on the addresses. That was one of the goals of this. 7. What's wrong with this? Expected. Ah, yeah, I forgot. What? Wait, colors. Oh, I messed this up. So it's this one goes here. I forget. Colors. And then it ends with a semicolon, right? Colors. Huh? What'd I do? I'm sure that there's like some dumb syntax error I'm not seeing, right? So this is the correct one. Oh. Do you see it? Python style comments. Actually, can you even do this at the end of lines like this? I think you can, but I don't know. I assume you can do this. Okay, let's fix this one first. Let's fix the easy one. Initializing int. Let's do. What is this? Unsigned. Yeah, let's just do unsigned star grid equals env map grid. Map offset. We don't need it. Yeah, so this is now 1533. Is it actually that you're not allowed to do comments like this? Is this a thing, or am I just wasting time? I thought that you could do this, but maybe you're not allowed to do comments in the middle of blocks that are set off by parentheses like this. Maybe the C compiler is not as sophisticated. I'd be very surprised, but okay, no, that wasn't it. Expected semicolon. Your ChatGPT is good for catching brain dead syntax errors, right? Look, you see this? Actual brain damage. Didn't have an equal sign. Okay, perfect. And now what do? We have to get the renderer like this. Okay. Star renderer. equal init renderer. Cell size is going to be 256, so 4. Width is going to be 128, 128. Free renderer. Right? Oops, semicolon. Init render. And then render n. Let's see, let's just do it. Free renderer is invalid. Implicit definition. Okay. Opa.h. So it's render global and close renderer. Close global. Render global is declared here. Need to pass both. Opa. Okay, now we have linker errors. That's lovely. Cannot open slash puffer tank pufferlib. I mean, I know I can just copy it, right? So why would I not just do that? Because I don't know why else this wouldn't work. What code editor is this? This is NeoVim. May as well be Vim. I have a total of 2 plugins. But NeoVim makes it easier to manage. Like, the plugins are just not for base Vim. Be annoying to set up. But I really like my Super Maven plugin, so. Like, that one plugin's probably a 30-40% productivity boost. Okay, so all I need to do is copy our puffer tank, pufferlib, raylib. Okay, so now we have raylib, right? Do any of the legit AI guys, like the professors, I mean, I'm no Yen LeCun, but I hope I'd count. Like, if you want to know, it's like pretty much the ones in their 20s to early 30s do, right? So like a lot of the new PhDs, a lot of PhD candidates and stuff, right? There's not really anything else you can do at the moment for communities, right? Discord's kind of the best platform to have communities on. So it's really great for organizing development. It's a lot less stiff than Discord. I mean, a lot less stiff than just like doing everything on GitHub. It's a lot more freeform. It's really easy to just pull stuff around. When you were at OpenAI, did you think they would have so much commercial success? I didn't know commercial success, but I've been very public in saying it is the best place I have ever worked. I was an intern there while I was in undergrad for like 6 months or so. And yeah, it was the smartest group of people I've ever worked with by a mile. That was really during like the heyday of of big tech reinforcement learning, though, right? Like, this was when Dota was happening. This was like StarCraft, the robotics hand, like all that stuff was happening. So, yeah, it was awesome. Now, whether they've kept that same talent density at their current scale, I don't know, right? They scaled really fast and they've gotten way larger. And a lot of the key people have left. So, I have no idea these days. But back then, yeah, it was awesome. And they deserved all the recognition they were getting then, and frankly, way more. Like, I still don't think people appreciate how crazy of a result OpenAI 5 was. Solving Dota, like, I think people just, not enough people had played Dota. Like, enough people over 40 had played Dota to, like, really understand what a crazy, crazy game that is to solve. Oh, come on, Linker. Thought I'd fix this. uh, dash shared. Oh, I am. Is this the right build? I think this is the right build. It'd be good if your speech and entered in this stream. Do platforms not have like, I don't know if X has it, but I'm pretty sure that like YouTube or Twitch has closed captioning, right? Is that not a thing? It's more of an accessibility feature, right? I can't type it into the chat. I talk way too much for that. But here, if I just go to like my own, are most of the leading people as passionate? No, and this is not Arch Linux. I'm on frickin' Windows here. I used Arch for like 5 years. I highly recommend it to people that are like new to Linux. If you want to actually learn your tech stack, use Arch for a few years. That said, these days, I have, this is WSL. I have like a pretty close to native Linux environment on it. Um, and all of my development is containerized. So this is inside of a Docker. I have the exact same Docker on all 8 of our servers. So it's very easy. And as for Vim, like I've just been using Vim forever, right? I've been using Vim since I was like 16. That's what I'm used to. I used VS Code for like a year. I hated it. So now I'm back to this. Let me see if the live stream has the YouTube one has, where is it? Subtitles. Did you get rid of the glasses to looks max? Maybe a little. But to be fair, if I wanted to looks max, I'd be bodybuilding, not powerlifting. So you can't say I'm too shallow. Where's your current live stream? Okay, so here's the live stream. Oh, closed captions unavailable. Is there not a way to do this? I could have sworn there's like a live closed caption setting. Web captioner. Okay, I will potentially look into that. That's kind of obnoxious that, I thought that already just worked. I thought it was automatic. Yeah, the running is not doing anything for my appearance either, I will tell you. But it does wonders for the health. Like, I had a resting heart rate of, I think it was like, I think my resting heart rate was like 83, being very strong before I started running. And now it's down to like 71, 72. Am I just missing flags here? Is that what's going on? libsnake.so. I don't want this to be compiled as libsnake.so though. I want this to be compiled as this, right? This is the compile command. I have, oops, snake game.c -g-o. I is /raylib. L is raylib, L raylib, LM. Yeah, I have all the same flags. So why does this not work? What are your thoughts on the RL agent? RL agent used in the game engine thing for Doom. If you mean the generative, like, if you mean the, like, the model of Doom, that's not RL. It's, if I recall, I think that the thing you're thinking of was just generative modeling on Doom to, like, compress the game into an engine, right? I mean, compress the game engine into a model. If that's the thing, if we're thinking about the same thing, I think that world models as an auxiliary to RL is a promising direction of research. But I don't think that it's a good idea to substitute the environment for a model of the environment. I think that is a misstep. You need the grounding from having a discrete fixed environment. And also, a lot of the results that are being shown in these places that as good are like, it would just be better if you used the actual environment and made it fast. Like, I mentioned this in the video that I posted today, but Doom actually runs at 100,000 steps per second with Puffer. That's what we can get it to. It's just that there's some obscure configuration settings that nobody's bothered like looking at, but you can actually get it to run incredibly fast. We need synthesis. Yo, how's it going? Oh, you're just in time. I have to order dinner so that I don't forget to eat, but I'm going to keep deving for a bit while it gets here. Oh, the video is out, by the way. So, this is here. Let me go order food on the side. And then we'll keep deving while it gets here, and hopefully I'll be able to get the thing to render today. Oh, hey, you're gonna be really excited about this. So, put out an iceberg? Yeah. Yeah, this is the video. This took a lot of work. I think you'll find it interesting, though. Like, it's made so that even if you're not in RL, like, there should be at least portions of this that should be relatively accessible. The idea is that you're going to learn something if you're brand new to RL or if you're a world expert. Either way, you'll learn stuff. So I'll leave this on the screen while I order some food on the side. Brain wrinkles. I also have, I've got something you're really gonna like. So, I thought it was kind of lame that you're doing all this good artwork, and not that many people are gonna be able to see it, because, like, you have to download and compile this game, right? So, I've got 1,600 lines of C. I ported the entire thing to C. And we're going to run this on the web. So literally, you're going to be able to run and play this game online. No download, nothing. Just in a browser. And you're going to be able to play against reinforcement learned opponents as well. I was considering doing this to begin with, but then I figured, like, we've got all this cool artwork now, right? It's going to actually look good. So, there you go. Thank you for your contributions. Pure native C. Yeah, good choice for engagement. And I prefer to write the whole thing in C than to touch JavaScript, because screw that. Who wants to do JavaScript? Gross. What's wrong with this linking? Now I have to really go ham on the visual side, and I have to get this to actually render, right? I gotta get it to work. But I can say that we're running the simulation right now, and the simulation doesn't crash. I have to get this renderer. Hopefully I can get this renderer working for you in the next 20 minutes or so. You'll get to see at least something. Just a high level to make sure it works. Obviously, it's going to take me another day. To port the full renderer will take me like another day. But yeah, I thought you'd get a kick out of that. I'm pumped now. I'm thinking about it. Heck yeah. So this thing is dumb. Neither of these should be needed, but we'll do this for now. Okay. It's being really weird, you can see. Let's check a couple other things. Yeah, and it's not rendering. Not rendering at scale either. Oh. I forgot to recompile. Okay, so this does actually scale. So clearly nothing is actually working correctly. We have like an agent jumping around doing weird stuff, and that's it. One on each team, it looks like. We can see the creep waves being spawned, and then nothing really happens. So we'll have to fix that. But it does render, and this is running in C. And obviously we'll port the full renderer. It's alive. Yes. It is alive. Elements. Render mode. Size T. Question mark. Okay, well that didn't fix anything, but it's jumping all around as well, which is kind of weird. The nice thing is that we do have debugging capabilities in here. Actually, better debugging capabilities than in Python even. So, spawn creeps. You can see the creeps as well, right? That they just don't move. Break moba.h colon. Alright. So, we now have our debugger up. Why can't I type? Okay, PID is 10. 10 correct for a creep? Yeah, right. It should be. Wait, what? Fuck. We got a creep. Right? Ah, the creep PID is -1. And creep IDX is 30. So creep.pid is equal to PID. Okay, so I think we have to set a breakpoint a little bit higher. Maybe 1046. moba.h 10.6. Okay. PID. Okay, PID is 10. Right? Wait, spawn creep and PID lane. Ah, this index here is wrong. This is supposed to be index. And then you don't need PID at all. And then you need to rebuild. And they still don't move. So let's see what that's about. PID. Okay, we now have PID 10. PID is 181. That is completely wrong. Creep IDX. Creep index is 30. Okay. Respawn creep. Creep offset, which is num agents. Should be 10. It's 10, right? $181. All right, it's like this. Creep PID should be 559. MOBA.h 559. Run. PID. PID is 10. And it's good. 11. 11 is good. 12. Okay, so all these things, they're all reasonable. The only thing I can think of, lane, less than 6, less than 5. Should be 30 total creeps being spawned. Creeps. 100. There's no way that creep PID should be negative, should be 181. Right? Okay, let's try something. 10 PID. And you need friends? 10. So it says that we have PID 10 here, but this thing disagrees. So we do build local break h colon 1052. Run. Okay, so we have PID 10 entities. Look at that. I didn't even realize it does that. That's super nice. Okay, does creep PID equal -1? No, it does not. Update status. Creep. Update cooldowns. Creep. Creep. Done timer. Okay, now we get to creep AI. Creep waypoint 1. Why is creep waypoint 1? Should be 1, that's correct. Debug this shit properly. Hid 10. And tick is okay, so we can scan and then an AoE. X is equal to waypoint. Okay, so dest Y 14. Dest X. Move towards, right? Probably the AI is messed up. Okay. Move towards. Okay, so move towards, not working. That's the issue. Int move towards. AI paths. We actually don't know right now. Wait, we do know that the loading routine is reasonable, right? Because we're loading the grid. Right? And we're loading the grid. The fact that we're loading the grid and the grid renders correctly, this is the way that we stored it. This should mean that the other one is fine. AI offset should be y dest, x dest, y source, x source, like this. I believe this is correct. The pathing being off would explain it. Let's say okay, action is equal to 0. NumPy 01. That does not look good. GameMap.numpy. I don't like how this has endMap grid 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 146. That looks like garbage to me. Oh no, because I just buffer overflowed. Ah, wait, this is it right here. I have the wrong file. This is aipaths.numpy. Okay, these guys still are not moving. Not moving. Move towards. Okay, this is 351. Run. Where's food? 10 minutes or so. Hey, hey. Much debug. Does this look reasonable? Unsigned char. 377 repeats 200 times. Does not make any sense, right? Okay, so this env AI paths thing. Wait. What? What's in here? I see. So this is actually reasonable because there is a 255, right? Is there anything else in here though? Like this should be... I see, it's... Yeah, these are very big numbers. Yeah, so there's actually stuff in here, right? Like, you can see that there's like... There's stuff in here. Okay, so now this... Whoops. Okay, so this says action is 255. So let's see what this is. 108. That's not a valid destination. It's trying to move into a wall. Okay, so let's see why it came up with this. Backtrace. We're in neutrals, it looks like. And yeah, neutrals definitely should not be doing this. Yeah, because step neutrals goes before step creeps, right? Neutral AI. Really? It has a scan target. Okay. We'll break at 788. Okay, so it's on frame 1, and somehow it says that it's a scan to target. So it says it scanned target with PID 0, which I highly, highly doubt. Let me see if this scan AoE thing is screwy. Okay, so it says env, neutral, vision, it's excluding friendly, excludes creeps, excludes other neutrals, excludes towers. Those args look good. I'm assuming the scan function is screwy then, right? Repeats 47 times. Yeah, definitely something screwy here. Okay. So what we're going to do is 643. And what are we scanning here? Oops. Okay, it says that we found a target. This is in step neutrals. Good. Okay, it says we found target 0. So I don't believe that. So let's do player X, Y, target, Y. Okay, so like as you can see, first of all, those coordinates on the target are screwy. And second of all, yeah, what the heck are those target coordinates actually, to be honest? Ignoring that for the time being, though. How does it think that it found the target here? So it says Y, X. Okay. Y is 73. X is 43. So this is the corner. Okay. Adder. Map. PIDs adder. Ah. I see. I found the error. We have to set this to -1. Okay, still not doing stuff. But hopefully that's one bug fixed. Okay. I think it's gonna be, we're gonna run out of time here and I'm gonna have to get food. Yeah, food is here. I'm gonna commit this for the day though. I'll say a couple quick things before I run. Hastily sketching a creep. Oh, wait, are you gonna replace the puffers? We need to have the puffers somewhere in the game, man. They gotta be somewhere. Maybe you can replace the neutrals or something? I don't know. Like, there's gotta be some sort of puffer. There's gotta be some sort of puffer. It's a full puffer? Man, you're nuts. You're trying to replace... I literally have like one good piece of art total, which is this puffer fish up here, and you're trying to replace this guy? Well, hey, I'm happy to have more puffer art to use. I'm very fond of the puffer. It's very funny, you see. That's it. I'd say that's pretty good progress for the day. Full suite. That's awesome. Well, I will look forward to seeing that. I'm gonna be streaming a lot more this week because like this video is finally done. So I think we still have a few folks watching this, just a couple. So if you haven't seen it already, check out this video. It's a really thorough overview of the whole field and all the stuff in it. Let's actually see how it's doing for 201. What the fuck? Why do we have just like absolute garbage ads playing on my stream? Get out of here. How do I... Wait. Are these actually... Oh, okay. So yeah, take a look at this, and then... It's also on here, if you prefer. Google comes for its pound it. Yeah, I swear. Friggin' ads, man. Whoa. So 119. We'll see how it does by tomorrow. And some followers. Very nice. And then we'll see how the video does on YouTube. That's the main thing. Watch the iceberg as I doodle. It's a pretty dense video, as you'll find. It's pretty dense. But it is understandable if you pay attention to it. Anyways, I look forward to seeing what you come up with in here. We have all sorts of cool stuff coming. We're the opponent for density, yeah. Well, we'll see. I will gladly await more. Nah, don't listen to Bet. uh, yeah, I like this guy. All right. I'm gonna go get some food, and I will be back streaming by early afternoon Pacific tomorrow at the latest. So thank you, folks, and I will see you around.